What's up? It's Blaire and welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are you doing? Yes, I haven't been on YouTube for a couple of days. I just took a little break just to kind of relax from the drama for a little bit because it was getting very heavy and very dark with all the Trisha Paytas drama. So now I'm back. You can see, sorry, my hair is a bit of a mess here, but I'm back and we're going to do another kind of mixed tea drama video because there's beauty drama, there is also more Trisha drama, people coming out against Trisha. There's quite a bit going on at the moment. Honestly, it's quite a lot, but I'm going to get into it while I start prepping my face, getting ready to do some makeup content for later. Jesus, where do I start with this? Well, first of all, Alexis Stone. Alexis Stone, if you don't know, is a drag queen and visual artist who recently uploaded like a documentary on YouTube where Alexis was doing Mrs. Doubtfire, so getting in full drag, latex, prosthetics, everything like that, becoming Mrs. Doubtfire. The documentary is called 27, up on Alexis' channel. Now I definitely recommend going and watching this because it will make you smile. If you have ever seen the Mrs. Doubtfire film, I'm sure you'll love it because it's Alexis Stone doing Mrs. Doubtfire in all this really kind of high-end archive Balenciaga with the Balenciaga security there and everything. And what has happened is since that video was put out, Alexis Stone has had a little bit of backlash from people online. Paytas magazine put out an article on Alexis Stone's 27 documentary. They put out an article which I've read. I thought was a really interesting kind of little behind the scenes look at why Alexis actually made the 27 video, why she wanted to do this kind of Mrs. Doubtfire transformation and what it meant to her. There was a part in the interview, when you read through the article, there's a part in the interview where Alexis actually says it's something that she did for her mental health. So Alexis decided to do all of this like 3-month project, transforming into Mrs. Doubtfire, because at the time our country was in lockdown and stuff like this. So Alexis needed something to really kind of take her mind off of it and, you know, keep her being creative and all of that, which, you know, I think that's something that we can all kind of relate to, where we've been in lockdowns and had to do all the social distancing and everything. We've not been able to see people like we normally would, you know. Of course now things are easing up a bit, but at the start of the pandemic, when we had all these lockdowns, you know, everyone was suffering with it, I'm sure, mentally. But for people who already have existing mental health difficulties, I'm sure that it was only made a lot worse by having to be locked up indoors or only being able to go, you know, for a little walk locally or something, you know, not being able to live your normal life. And if you're a creative person, a creative artist like Alexis, where your job and your work is all about you traveling, you know, to different places, different venues, you being creative, you know, being able to work with other people on big creative projects, and then suddenly that's taken away from you because of the pandemic. It's a lot, you know, it is a lot mentally to deal with. So Alexis went on IG Live last night and had an epic rant at people who were leaving nasty comments underneath this Paytas magazine article that was posted on Instagram.
And I miss having some human interaction because I've been hiding away since I had my face done. If anything, you can put your phone down for a minute and just listen to me, because I just need to just get it out there and off my chest, because I'm really struggling. And it's been a struggle for the last 5 years, okay, online. And I'm not a victim, and I'm not this. Paytas magazine reposted the Doubtfire project today, and I read some of the comments because I'm sat at home healing and I've got nothing else to do. And I read comments from complete strangers saying that I body shame people and I'm misogynistic and I fat shame people and I'm racist and I do blackface. I can't do it anymore. Reading these narratives about me that just so far scream from who I am as a person. And it really knocks you down every time you read something because you believe it. And there's only so many times you can read something about you that you start to question, is it true? Maybe I am that. People say I'm misogynistic because a few years ago I bickered with a girl called Jamie French and I transformed into her. And in the process of me ranting about my emotions, which I've never always been good at, I referred to her as being a fucking stupid woman. And people run with it, saying, well, I'm misogynistic, I hate women. I dress up as a woman every day of my life, watching films, idolizing women, wishing I could be one. But because I said something a few years ago when I was angry, people run with it. People say, well, I fat shame people because I wore a fat suit to resemble someone. I've never heard anything so ridiculous as that in my life. I used a fat suit when I transformed into Mrs. Doubtfire because Mrs. Doubtfire is larger than me. I wore a fat suit when I transformed into the Queen of England. Any celebrity, any person that I feel I need to alter my image to resemble, I will do. But people run with that and say, well, you're fat shaming someone. When the reality is their body type is different to mine and I'm trying to accurately to resemble them. Blackface. I mean, this one's followed me since the beginning of time. I was racist if I didn't transform into people of colour. I'm racist if I do transform into people of colour. I'm whitewashing if I don't darken my foundation, but then it's blackface if I do darken my foundation. As an artist, I decided to pay homage into everyone and anyone that has ever inspired me. From serial killers to presidents that are problematic, to influencers that are problematic, to people of colour. And I used my initiative and a way that I believed was as least offensive by transforming into people of colour by not darkening my foundation, to show you that you can transform yourself into anyone's facial features by being respectful and not playing up to my white privilege and doing something as insensitive as darkening my foundation, which is blackface. I get really sick and tired of watching white, scraggly twinks telling me that what I do is racist or not. I am white, you are white. I have spoken to those hundreds of people over the last 5 years to make sure that I was doing the right thing. And it's by people of colour that have told me that it's done in a respectful way that shows off my artistic skills whilst also being aware of the current situation and situation forever as a white privileged man, that I cannot do things like blackface, obviously, because it's just insensitive. So I'm exhausted when a publication wants to celebrate something I'm doing, which I've spent my life working my arse off for, just to make you smile. That's all I wanted to do, was make people smile. By dressing up as Doubtfire in Balenciaga, I had to do it. And if you read the interview, you would know why I had to do it. I struggle a lot with my own mental health and other things. And there are a lot of times that I don't want to do anything but make people smile. I don't hate women. Have I called people stupid cunts over the years and made inappropriate jokes? Yes. When you get called a monster every single day and a bully, you believe it. And you start to lash out and do what you know best, which is just to do what people think and expect from you. And it took me a long time to realise I'm not that. I'm more than that. And I don't have a bad heart. And sometimes my head is a little skew-whiffy and I see things differently. And I react in ways that people would perceive to be not right. And I get that. And I know that. And I work on myself every day. But it just really sucks when every day you read these things about you. And I know people are going to say, oh, well, you shouldn't read comments. Look, people email me telling me that they think I'm a bad person. People message my friends. There's no way around it, okay? I just wanted to pop on here and just let you know. I just want to make you smile and laugh. because I know what it's like not to, and I just don't want anyone to go through that. So, thanks for listening to me. Rant over. I'm not a good person all the time, but I've got a really good heart, and I want my people around me to succeed and smile, and I view the world differently. And I can't keep apologizing for that, because it's just as much my world as it is for all these normal people. And I can't keep being told that I'm wrong and I'm changing and I'm difficult and I'm insane and I'm nasty. Because what do you want me to do with it, with that information? You don't want me to change, because I do. And you hold me accountable for things that I said 5 years ago once when I was angry, one time a year, and it crossed over onto the internet. But you're allowed to openly say that behind closed doors with your friends. I can't keep doing it. So if you want me to just kill myself, and you see that as the ultimate way as someone being cancelled, and just, oh, well, out of sight, out of mind, as long as they don't do anything that pops up, well, then I guess they can stay alive. Because I'm going to keep doing what I do, and I'm going to keep wanting to make you smile and laugh, and I'm not going to go anywhere. And I hold myself accountable more than you think, or more than you hold me accountable. So, peace out. I've done everything I fucking can.
I honestly think I understand where Alexis is coming from a little bit with this. Of course, you know, I'm not a public figure, really. I mean, yeah, you know, I'm a drama channel, and I'm sure that people will talk about me in videos at times. You know, they have in the past, whatever, you know. But for Alexis as an artist, and a visual artist at that, I can understand some people, you know, being outraged at you because they think you've done blackface when that really wasn't the case. You know, that must get really frustrating. I mean, I don't compare what Alexis Stone does to what somebody like Nikita Dragun does. If you look at somebody like Nikita Dragun, for example, is somebody who misuses the transgender community for their own personal gain. Also, Nikita Dragun does things like tanning too dark for her everyday life and appropriates black culture, you know, for her everyday life, really. And what Alexis Stone does is transforming into other people. So for me, that is not the same at all as Nikita Dragun cultural appropriation and Nikita Dragun blackfishing. You know, what Nikita does, there's no art and there's no thought behind it. It's just, oh, I'm going to go and tan myself extra dark and that will give me points for controversy. You know, Nikita does things on purpose to annoy people, like misusing the trans community with all that stuff that Nikita did recently with the whole dick song thing and everything like that. You know, Nikita does those things on purpose to annoy people. Alexis Stone makes art for people to enjoy, transforming into celebrities, etc., etc. It's a completely different kettle of fish to somebody like Nikita Dragun or Trisha Paytas, in my opinion. You know, yeah, you could say like, oh, Nikita and Trisha are like actresses or whatever, but really they're not. You know, they're just everyday people who got lucky on YouTube. Alexis, it's art and it's thought out processes, you know, things that have had real time spent on them. So for me, Alexis Stone is nothing like Trisha Paytas, Nikita Dragun, all of those people who do things like trolling on the internet, you know, because trolling to me isn't an art form. You know, trolling is being annoying because you want to be right, you know, or you get amusement from annoying people on the internet, which is stupid in my opinion. But, you know, each to their own. The only time, like, I do agree with the trolling thing is if you're trolling another troll. You know, you get me? If you're trolling someone like Trisha Paytas, who has trolled so many other people beforehand. Before I go any further, by the way, I just want to say I'm so sorry. I know the sound quality is crap on my videos at the moment. I've only got my phone to record with, and honestly, it was my cat spilling water on my phone. I tried to dry it out, but it hasn't worked very well so far. So I'm sorry for the sound quality. It is what it is at the moment until I can either get a new phone or get it fixed or whatever. So I'm really sorry that it sounds like I'm a bit underwater right now. But yes, that was an accident with my cat and some water on the bedside table. So we're going to be moving on because Jeffree Star came out on IG talking about he's going to be doing a video with Shane Dawson where they go to Nordstrom Rack because Jeffree's makeup, that whole collection that he did with Shane Dawson, the whole conspiracy collection, was found in Nordstrom Rack, which, if you don't know, in the US is like a discount version of Nordstrom, which is like a fancy sort of department store. So Jeffree's found his makeup there, or rather drama channels found the makeup there. I remember Peter Mon made a video about it. Rich Lux actually just yesterday made a video about that too. So the makeup's been found there, and what I think is really, really cool is Jeffree is now kind of taking it into his own hands, making a video where he and Shane Dawson both go to Nordstrom Rack to see their makeup in the store. And now I wonder if they're going to do a kind of tell-all video. Jeffree put out a little tweet saying, yes, there's going to be a video on Friday. I am really, really excited for this. You know, I love Jeffree Star's YouTube videos. I was kind of pissed that he took down the video with Lipstick Nick, personally, because I enjoy makeup as well. You know, I love Jeffree Star's videos. So for me, to see a video with Shane Dawson where it's going to be about this Nordstrom Rack situation, I'm sure it's going to be very entertaining, because I always think that Jeffree and Shane are together anyway. You know, yeah, I'm sure, you know, the haters are going to be out in force, you know, and maybe that was what prompted Jeffree to delete the Lipstick Nick video. I don't know, but it'll be interesting, definitely, to see what happens between Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. You know, I know they're still friends. They've come out and said they're still friends, so that's not surprising to me. But what I think will be interesting is if they've got anything to say to a lot of the drama channels who really tried to cancel them, you know, last year and all that drama. I think it would be really interesting if they address any of that.
Hello you guys, look at the rain behind me, so cool. It has been really crazy out here. I can't believe it's almost October, but we got a lot to catch up on. We got to talk about last week's deleted video. We got to talk about my video this Friday going up featuring Mr. Shane motherfucking Dawson. We're addressing all the Nordstrom drama, questions, concerns. There was a lot of surprises that me and Shane found out, and baby, it's time to talk.
Next, guess what? More Trisha Paytas. Trisha Paytas is continuing to upload content on YouTube, pumping out videos like nobody's business, as usual, as if Trisha didn't say anything bad about the whole Mr. Riney situation, as if Trisha didn't actually abuse Moses, her fiance, as if she didn't victim blame Moses' victim. You know, Trisha is out here still pumping out the content. You know, Trisha is making it clear that they're not going anywhere, you know, and they've been doing kind of weird videos, like uploading videos with Moses where they go to like Target and they're looking at these plastic glitter baby dolls and all this stuff. They're getting read to filth in the comments. I have to say, they are getting read to filth. You know, people are angry with Trisha right now. The latest one that I watched of Trisha was the video where they were comparing themselves to the film Dear Evan Hansen. Trisha was sitting in the car with Moses, kind of explaining why they thought it was okay that Evan lied and all of this. Evan should have kept up with the lie rather than, you know, tell the truth. There was a moment in this video where Moses was like, yeah, okay, he lied, but then when he told the truth, he became a better person afterwards. So it's like Moses was trying to kind of advise Trisha, look, okay, if you own up to your shit, you become a better person, and then, you know, okay, people will think, yeah, you fucked up because you lied, but after that, they'll begin to respect you because you're a better human being. Trisha wasn't having it. Trisha was just like, no, he should have kept up with the lies, you know. Oh, he should have just gone along with it. You know, and I think that tells you a lot about Trisha Paytas' personality. I think that tells you, you know, that Trisha would rather lie than tell the truth when it comes to their own shit.
The lie. Like, I was telling Moses, this is something that he should have just kept the lie going, because, like, it made him awful. It made the family feel awful. Like,
but
I mean, I know what you're gonna say, but because the email.
But I think that when he came clean, he basically, there was nothing else for him to face, because, right, like, he hit bottom. Everyone thought the worst of him, and from there he could only go up, and it made him stronger.
Wait, on what part everyone thought the worst of him?
After he confessed to lying.
Yeah, but before that, no one thought bad of him.
No, but at the beginning, nobody knew he existed. Then suddenly he became this, like, oh my god, this guy that gave this amazing speech and Connor's friend. And then he dropped down to, he's a liar, he made all this up, what a scumbag. But then he faced that, and I think that's what made him stronger at the end.
But this is, again, I know, and everyone's gonna be like, wow, Trisha would defend a liar, but, like, you have to look at why the person is lying. Like, he actually was, like, lying because he was trying to tell people, and then he's like, honestly, they just need this comfort right now. They need to have a connection to Connor. And
right, but at the end, everyone won, right? Because at the end, the parents got the video of the kid, the orchard was there, the sister, like, he gave them that gift, and I think that's what it shows. They did appreciate it at the end.
yeah, I guess, I don't know. This is a situation where I was really, like, bummed.
But, like, what a horrible person. Like, this is a horrible person.
But it's not a horrible person. It's someone with anxiety that has gotten in a bad situation, but he's not a bad person, and that's what people need to know.
There was no bad intention, of course. Like, his intentions were good. The outcome was good. That's why I feel when he admitted to lying, he became a good character again. And then always was forgiven. But before that, I was like, he can't get out of this situation.
No, but that's a real human. A real human sometimes make bad decisions, and that doesn't mean they're a bad person.
Yeah, real humans make bad decisions. Sometimes we all make bad decisions. But when you spend 15 years on YouTube making bad decisions, don't be surprised when people have got questions. Don't be surprised when people are calling you on your shit, you know? And I just feel like that is a real cop-out from Trisha there. That's basically Trisha saying, I'm never going to change. I'm always going to be who I am. I'm always going to lie about shit, you know. Because I think it's okay to do that. That is what Trisha is telling you in that clip. You know, oh, I think it's fine to just continue lying, and never tell people the truth. And that's okay because, oh, that's what I want to do, you know. Very much that is what I got from Trisha. And I'm like, girl, please, you know, Trisha has lied and lied and lied about so much. And they're finally kind of seeing some kind of repercussions from the general public when it comes to their behaviour. You know, not that I think Trisha will do anything about it, but people are now not letting it go, and people are now calling Trisha on it, whereas before, you know, during the whole frenemies era and everything, Trisha was getting away with it because they were on a popular podcast with Ethan Klein, and it didn't really matter that they were being problematic because it was all, you know, fun and games, and it was a podcast, and it was entertainment to tear other people down, you know. And I'm just like, well, you know, you reap what you sow. You're going to get what you ask for, you know. What you do comes back to you. This is Trisha getting their karma now with Mysterious making the videos on Trisha, and other people like Mike Nectar, other people calling out Trisha's behaviour on social media. You know, me as well, I'm sat here calling out Trisha because at the end of the day, if you're going to do all that fucked up shit over 15 years, people are going to call you on it, you know. People have a right to question your motives, your behaviour, when you're trying to take other YouTube creators down because you don't like them. You know, people have a right to question it. Speaking of Trisha, another YouTuber called Blaire White, who has previously like collaborated with Trisha, made a YouTube video on their Blaire Black channel, which is her second channel. So I don't normally watch her Blaire Black channel, but I saw this one because it was why I'm not friends with other YouTubers anymore. So Blaire made this video talking about how since she's moved to Texas, oh, you know, it's so much better for her mental health and everything because she's not around all these fake YouTube people who've kind of used her and all of that in LA. Now, I know a lot of people don't like Blaire White. I know a lot of people think that Blaire White is controversial, but I actually really fuck with Blaire's perspective in this video. You know, she's talking about how, like, the people that you meet day to day, where she lives now, are not concerned with, like, the YouTube world and everything. They're not bothered about it. But how when you're in LA, it compares in a totally different way. You know, when you're in LA, people want to use you for what they can get out of you, for what you can do for them, rather than actually get to know who you are. And in this video, Blaire was dissing Trisha Paytas. You know, Blaire spoke about Trisha Paytas doing the whole I'm a trans man thing. If you guys remember, Trisha Paytas made a video ages ago when they were in their old flat, their old apartment. They made a video coming out as a transgender male, asking people to use he pronouns for them. Since then, they've now changed to non-binary, and it's they, them, or she, her pronouns, right? So, of course, everyone has their own gender journey. You know, I'm a non-binary person as well, so I'm like, you know, I can understand everyone having their own gender journey and, you know, maybe being confused and things, but Blaire kind of implies that Trish used being trans for trolling.
We're best friends with Trisha Paytas. We did 2 things together. I did her podcast, she did a video on my channel. Even though we weren't like best friends, we were very friendly. And I remember when there was a bunch of drama last summer with me and Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, like, I felt comfortable and friendly enough with Trisha that, like, I was sending a voice memo to her and I was, like, crying in it, and, like, I won't get specific about it, obviously, but basically, like, I really, really liked Trisha, and I thought she really, really liked me. I mean, shit, she was asking me to be on her OnlyFans. Like, I forget how long ago it was, but I remember being at a bar and I was having, like, a great night, and then all of a sudden I get this text from someone saying, Trisha's bashing you on TikTok. And I'm like, this is why I'm not friends with influencers, because it looks like they're friends with you and they're friendly until they can benefit from you. Like, she brought me on her podcast because she was in all this turmoil for her transgender controversy, coming out as trans. And then she basically got what she wanted out of me. She wanted a trans person on her podcast to make it seem like she wasn't in the wrong for her whole trans controversy. Then as soon as I wasn't of use to her, she's bashing me on her TikTok. And it was just very hurtful. Like, I remember, like, I wasn't mad. I didn't respond. I didn't send her an angry text. Like, I don't do that. It was just really sad, and it really hurt my feelings.
I'm honestly kind of here for Blaire calling Trisha out, because Trisha on Frenemies, you know, that is what Trisha did to everyone else. All those other creators that they were bashing on Frenemies, you know, and it also lined up with what Blaire's saying about Trish then going off and bashing them on TikTok. You know, it is who Trish is. It is what they do. They bash people for a living. Okay, you know. But, I don't know. I'm just at that point with Trisha where I'm like, I can't keep giving you a pass. You know, I cannot keep just letting it go, because it's just too much now. It is, you know, beyond. It is too much. Way too much. Too much trolling, too much hurting people, too much using communities that you don't belong to. You know, it's just ugly at this point. Ugly. Like my forehead contour looks at the moment, but I'm going to sort that out. I think we'll have to get some powder up in there and sort that out. So, I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for bearing with my janky sound at the moment. I know the little ticking noise, it's irritating as fuck. Believe me, it's irritating for me too. Fucking cat. I love the cats. I love them so much, but really, you had to go and fucking ruin my phone? Asshole. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.